Shut up and sit down.
Hey, and welcome to the Freja MMA podcast. Join us in our discussion about the beautiful sport which is mixed martial arts.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Freja MMA podcast. Today we are speaking with Alexander Lööf. You might recognize that name if you're Swedish and if you're international because he put on one of the highlight knockouts on the last Fight Club Rush event, which was Fight Club Rush 9, when he faced Amir Malekpour. We spoke a bit about that fight, his mentality going in there, and his crazy story about his amateur career and the hindrances that he had going into it. Also, we speak a bit about Fight Club Rush 10, and when we recorded this podcast, he wasn't quite sure yet who his opponent is. If we do now, that's great. But if we don't, we speak a bit about that and I guess the frustrations with getting a fight. So here is the interview with Alexander Lööf. Hello, Alex. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. So you have signed your contract to fight at Fight Club Rush. We're not sure who your opponent is yet, but first of all, how are you feeling about once again stepping in the cage?
Yeah, I'm feeling really great. Even though I don't know who my opponent will be, I'm feeling really good. Like, the physical part, mental part, everything. The physical part, from the last fight, if you look at my amateur career, I told earlier, like, I have stepped up the game with the training and stuff, and that I really felt. Obviously, people saw that I could go 3 rounds. And, after the fight against Amir, I've just trained like never before. Like, I train more now than I did before the Amir fight. So, all my conditioning training and all my strength training, they're just stepping up. I see like the results, and they're just stepping up faster and faster. So I'm feeling really good.
Let's talk about a bit about that Amir fight. I guess you was very happy that you got the knockout at the last second, not just because you got the knockout, but because it was at the end of the whole fight, which is a thing that I guess the crowd have said, can Alexander Lööf go 3 rounds at the professional level? And you kind of shut them up on with that statement knockout, didn't you?
Yeah. Fuck you to all who said I didn't. Every person probably believed that I couldn't go like more than 1.5 rounds, and it was so good to, even for myself, I did like hesitate, like if I could go 3 rounds, but I never had a pro fight, so I didn't kind of know. I did it in sparring and stuff, but when you're in a fight, it's whole different, but then when we went into the 3rd round, and I just felt like I had energy for like one more, even after the KO. So I'm kind of disappointed with the fight, because sure, the highlight was good and stuff, but I really felt like I could go like 1 or 2 rounds more. So like my input to the fight needs to be more. I could have done much more. So I got stuff to work on, and I just kind of need to be like more active. But still, like, for sure, I know I can go 3 rounds. So for everybody who said I couldn't, well, now you know.
Well, we'll come back to this fight in a bit. Let's just start at the beginning, because you have a very interesting story about, one, how you got into mixed martial arts, and 2, the struggles that you've had to face. So I'll give you this platform to let people know about your beginnings.
The struggles, you mean, with the back and stuff? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of started my MMA journey when I kind of quit the football scene I was in. I was like the highest level in the like junior football teams, and then I just kind of started to like fade away from the football, started to be a trouble kid, and then my mom told me like, you can't do this, blah blah blah, you need to do sports and stuff. So she have read about the Västerås Fight Club in the papers, and then she was like, she didn't even know what MMA was. So, and I couldn't like not even play hockey when I was a child, because she thought that it was like, you fight in hockey and stuff sometimes. So, and then she wanted me to go to MMA, and then I did, and then I told her, you punch, you kick and stuff, and then she was like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't do that shit. And and then I kind of stuck to it, and then I started training and stuff, and then I was just stuck like kind of from the first training. And then the scoliosis part is like, I have kind of not a super bad. People have like, can have one like an S, and you can have one like an C. So I have like one big bend on my back that kind of pushes my muscles to the right side. So they're kind of like tense all the time. And I know I punch harder with my right hand, not just because I'm a right-handed person. I like feel the difference in the power. And don't get me wrong, like I have power in my left hand as well, but the right hand is like, I really feel like it's like got the power, I could touch anybody and they go to sleep with the right hand. So the scoliosis is kind of good, but it comes with some bad things. When I sit still often and stuff, I get kind of back pain, and when I run, long distance, I can get kind of back pain sometimes. But it's just like I'm kind of used to it, so I don't like spend so much time, thinking about, oh, my back is hurting and stuff. It's just, you learn to live with it. Let's just say that. So
yeah. And that you're using it as a positive, like you're saying, it's the power on that side that you're saying is better than other people have.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I mean, I feel like it's a very inspirational story, especially people that do seem like they're having problems and don't think they can do something like you're doing, if it's just training or if it's competing at your level, kind of thing. I feel like it's really inspiring.
Yeah, it was when I was in the IMF, like when I went on like the medicals and stuff in Sweden, they are never like, people don't realize I got a fucked up back until I like tell them, look in my back if you want to see how fucked up it is, But when I was in the IMF, there was some in the medicals, there was a lady, she saw directly like, oh, you have scoliosis. And then I was like, yeah, you're kind of the first person to see it from the medical part and stuff. And she was like, it's kind of crazy that you do MMA. So when she told me that, I was like, what is it crazy? Because I kind of, just went with it like all the time. I don't know if it's dangerous or if it's not, but she was like, it's cool you do MMA with that scoliosis. So when she told me that, I was like, yeah, maybe it is. So I just roll with it since then.
So then you're going to be starting soon your scoliosis fighting championship kind of thing.
Yeah.
Giving a chance for everyone kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a bit about this fight of Amir, because I guess not a lot of people know that you actually had a few chances, or you almost fought him a couple of times in the amateur side as well. So you were no stranger to Amir Malekpour, and I guess him to you as well. You've been around the same things. How was your feeling fighting him as a pro, and then obviously that last minute of the third round? Did that surprise you at all?
I'm kind of happy that when you're an amateur, you can just, face whoever you want. You just not like need experience in the amateur to get to the pros. So if I would have faced him back then, I don't care. But I'm kind of happy that we did not face each other in the amateur scene, because he has, he's a good fighter. So why not like face him the first time in the pro? So if I win that one, I kind of get his hype, and he's obviously a good fighter, good wrestling, kind of good striking as well. But I think, I know my striking was better than his, but I mean, everything with the fight was kind of nice. Amir is a very good person, beside the fighting and everything. So that was just all good. But I was really like not kind of impressed, but shocked that he like wanted to stand and fight the last 30 seconds or what it was. Because if you look at the fight, the only thing he kind of did was like trying to shoot or take me down all the time. I don't think he like hit like maybe one jab and some low kicks, but I don't think he ever like landed the right hand or something. So like a power punch. So I was kind of shocked that he wanted to like like fight out the last 30 seconds. But yeah, the fight could have gone either way. I believe some people telling me that Amir could have won that fight, and some people telling me I could have won that fight. And I don't kind of really care if I would have or if I had, if I would have or if I didn't, because it was such a close fight. He had the ground game, obviously, and then I kind of had the striking, but it depends on what like judges who score the fight. Some people go for the damage, and that I believe I won, and some people go for like the control and stuff. So, and that probably hit with the grappling part. So
yeah, it's kind of like when I look at a fight, especially when there's a finish in the last round, I just kind of throw all the judging out the window. It's like it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of not thinking about it so much, but obviously I need to look what I need to work on and stuff, and that I have done. So now I'm just working. So next fight, 100%.
Do you?
I don't want it to be like that close.
Yeah. Do you watch your fights back going forward?
Yeah, of course. I need to look what I'm doing wrong, and I need to know what I'm doing good as well. So I believe like all fighters should watch their own fights.
I just ask you because a lot of the time they will say like, "Oh, I let my coaches to watch it and then tell me," kind of thing. But
yeah, but sometimes maybe coaches don't see the thing you see, and sometimes maybe like like I said, some coaches see something, and then you maybe see something they don't see. So I believe it's like good if both parts watch the fights.
How could you explain your mentality, especially going into your first pro fight? I'm not really sure how you was in the cage and that times, but I remember seeing you at the weigh-ins and coming and talking with you, but you seemed like super focused on. I'm not really sure if it was a thing of you being super focused on the fight or if it was just a thing of leave me the fuck alone kind of thing.
I was, at the face-off, I was kind of, I don't know what to say, but I was very focused. I wanted to just like completely focus at the fight, focus at Amir, focus just on Amir and what I need to do to beat him. And at the face-off, I didn't thought he was gonna be like all tense, but I kind of liked it, because I like when it's kind of trouble parts going on and stuff. I get like very hyped about it. So when he like jumped on me, kind of, I was like, "Ooh, shit, it's going down," so I kind of got very, very hyped when he did that. So I want like more stuff like that, not the hitting part and stuff, but when you get so close to each other, you can like, you just feel the energy the fight will have and everything. You get so hyped for it. So
Yeah.
from after that, I was just focusing, only focusing.
And I ask about your mentality in the fight because you've always seemed like someone that doesn't really fight with a guard up. You seem very confident when you're in there. You kind of, roll with punches and things like that. Is that a thing that your trainer Jürgen Hamburg hates about you, or does he kind of love it?
In the beginning, he was not like same. I had like I've just like felt comfortable with the hands down, you know. We had one time when Johan Andersson from Västerås Fight Club, when I was like in the beginning, he was like, "Put your hands up or I will beat you up," you know. And I was like, "Yeah, come at me then." And then he and then it fucked me up. But I still didn't put my hands up, so it kind of didn't work. But you know, with time and stuff, I've just like gotten more comfortable with the hands down. And for real, when I like put my hands up, I feel like heavy and thick and stuff. When I have the hands down, I feel fast, I feel quick, I feel very loose as well with it. And I know when I have my hands down, they come from weird angles and stuff, so I know it's like harder for the opponent to dodge the punches, you know. So I think it suits me. I got long arms as well. I can kind of have my hands down because I got such a reach advantage in the bantamweight division, you know. So all I need to do sometimes is just, you know, lean back, and then I'm kind of safe. So
yeah, and lean back you did. I remember seeing a flying knee heading your way, and you quickly dodged that one.
Yeah, but you know, Jürgen wants me to have my hands down, but sometimes, like in the fight with Amir, I don't know what it was, but I was almost too calm. I didn't like that I was that calm because, like I said, I felt like I had so much more to give that I could go like 1 or 2 more rounds. So I felt like I was too cool, too loose almost, because I could probably went 1 more round. So next time I will probably be very much more active, and I want to be that loose, but much more active next time. So.
And I guess you also had a great opportunity to have your debut in front of fans as well. We're very happy to have fans back in the arena. Is that something that you kind of planned to do? Is that you didn't want to take one earlier when there was no fans?
No, that I didn't plan, but of course it's always much better when it's, you know, an audience. So, and next time it will be like fully packed. So I'm even more pumped at that one. So that's just good.
Talk to us a bit about your entrance. It was a pretty interesting one, and there seems to be a bit of a flow between Västerås Fight Club guys coming into some rememberable entrances.
Yeah, it was it's a hooligan thing, you know. You have the balaclava, the mask, and yeah, you just feel kind of crazy, and I want to work with the entrance kind of more. Especially, I want to have. I've told Slatko and them, please have an outside event, because if so, my entrance will be the most epic entrance you ever seen in your life. I can 100% promise you that.
Are you going to be dropping some exclusives here? Or what do you mean an outside event?
Yeah, no. That we don't know.
Oh, okay.
I want to compete in an outside event. I've asked Slatko, like, can you please do an outside event? And he's like, no, maybe, blah, blah, blah. And it could be in another organization, I don't know. I want to have an outside event, you know, because especially in Sweden, because if it's in Sweden, I will.
I just meant a bit of a teaser of the entrance, like if you're going to be driving in a motorbike in there or something.
that you will see
Okay,
them. But
okay.
if I'm like in an outside event, I will. Oh, that would be crazy. I promise you that.
All right. Are you already planning for the next event, Fight Club Rush 10?
The entrance, you mean? Yeah, kind of planning something, but we'll see if it's like if I'm adding stuff on it. But all I'm looking for is like an outside event, and then
All right, Zlatko, make it happen, man.
yeah, you should.
I really think, like you said, the hooligan kind of vibe. I really think that's work with you. I mean, I know that you are a big football fan. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So it kind of works there.
I kind of like went on football like all my life. Like I said earlier, I play football at the highest level in the like junior scene. So and I have like grew up with football. I started to go on football like when I was just a little kid, and you know the best team in the whole world is Hammarby EF, aka Bayern. So you know that team I watched since I was a little kid, and then you know when I got older and older, you know I went everywhere in Sweden to watch them. I never kind of missed a game. I followed them everywhere, so they're kind of close to my heart, you know. So would be, yeah.
I'll take your word for it. Maybe they will be marching you out to an MMA fight one day.
Yeah, that would be cool. My biggest dream ever is like having a if I'm in the UFC and they come to Sweden, you know, I want to fill the Tele2 arena, or like we say, Nya Söderstadion, and then just completely craziness at the stage, you know. Just everybody. I want like even no entrance song. You know that I want them to sing me in.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
Yeah, that's more important than everything. You know? The support the support thing for me is like it's I don't know how to describe it, but you know I'm very like into like you know the support culture, or what we call it in English. So you know I like when it's like, you know, the tifos, you know, you see at the football stadiums when people play, when they walk in, when they do the entrance, you know, and stuff like that. I'm very into that. So you know, if something like that happened to me, like if I get very big someday, you know, that would be amazing.
That's the dream, man. That's the dream. And
that's what we work on.
And from one massive football fan to another, I see you've been quoting the what's his name, the Willstone Raider. Sorry, the
you want to give it to your guy.
Yeah, have you reached out to him? Maybe he'll do something with you.
Yeah, maybe he'll do an entrance with me. That would be kind of sick.
Yeah, that would be wicked.
Coach as well.
So,
like, just tell me to punch him in the face, and then it's over. Be great.
So as you said that at the start, you're not sure who your opponent is yet for Fight Club Rush 10, but are you getting like big fight vibes from the event itself?
Yeah, of course. You know, just look at kind of the main event is very good. You have the Irman and Nermin fight. And what else you have? You have isn't it
Zoran and the Silver is also on it.
Yeah, Zoran as well. So you know, it's firefights already. So you know, I feel like this card will be very good, and I'm very happy for it. So it's like the 10th rush as well. So it should be good fights on it.
And after your fight at Fight Club Rush 9, you did call out another fighter who went on to win his fight as well, Johnny Tuma. Is there any news in that? Is that something that you're looking to be made?
Of course, I want it to be made, but I kind of feel like bad for the guy. Everybody calls him out now. So, but I like Johnny. I kind of see him as a friend. So it's not like I'm calling him out because I hate the guy. Just I know he's a good fighter, and I just want to fight him.
Mhm.
Not that I hate him or something. I just want to fight him. I think it's a good fight, and if he wants it, of course I will absolutely take it. So, but it's kind of up to him. So I hope the fight will go through, but I don't think it will.
Me, from someone that analyzes fights, I thought like your fighting style and his will work very well. You both really go for war. You're both strikers. It if it happens, it would be an amazing one, and I'm sure that will get a lot of people to tune in.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. That's why I want it as well. I kind of want fun fights. I want, like I said before, when I face people that I don't think like is on my level, I kind of step down to their level. So I see Johnny like a good fighter. So I want those kind of fights. I want people to make me train harder. I want people to just make me feel like I need to work to get even better than I am. So if Johnny takes the fight, that's just great for everybody, I think.
Definitely. So first pro fight out of the way. You haven't thought of a fighter nickname yet? You think you're not gonna have one, or is maybe we'll be hearing the Lover Man or something like that down the line?
I don't know what my nickname will be. I haven't got one yet, but maybe if someone comes up with one, I don't know. My dad had trying to give me a nickname, but he's so bad on nicknames, so no one that he says.
I feel like the Lover Man will work. I mean, I'll try and get Ricky Wright to announce Alexander the Lover Man Lööf kind of thing.
Why the Lover?
It just fits well, I think.
Okay.
Well,
my fighting is not love, man. It's destruction.
That's true. That is true.
So yeah, maybe another one.
All right,
one.
that's my one shot down anyway.
I'm a lovely guy though, but not the fighting style.
No,
so.
definitely. Maybe Peekaboo, because that works.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
People can say whatever they want, and I picked the best one.
Everyone, put it in the comments down below.
Yeah.
All right. As well, you said like you've been training. You've trained harder for the Amir fight than you have ever trained before, and even now you're saying that you're training even more than that. I'm looking forward to an explosive fight, whatever the fight is going to be at Fight Club Rush. Do you have any messages for your fans, family, sponsors, friends, trainers, or anything else? Now's your time to do so.
Yeah, I just want to say like thank you to everybody who like showed support, and before my pro debut and even after, and of course my sponsors, Köttmässpodden, Jeansbolaget, AP Wraps. They like done a super good job with what's coming next and before the first fight. So yeah, and for everybody else, I hope that I get an opponent so I can show what I got more, because I really believe that I can step the game up 10 times more than last time. So yeah, watch out for me.
All right, man. That's a great way to wrap it up. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm looking forward to see you in the cage again. All right, thanks, man.